here. Big thank you to our sponsor, Griffith University, who are jumping on board to help out QISSN netball this year. We're so glad to have them on board. If you are checking in, make sure you're keeping up to date. Netball Connect has all your scores and ladders. That will help you to stay on track, who's what and who's going well. Yeah, what do we think? It's about to be said to be a very good matchup, I'd say. St. Stephen's, Coomera, we've got in the captain position, number 1, Lily. We've got number 2, Kalani, 3, Ellie, 4, Phoebe, 5, Maya, 6, Lily, 7, Lavinia, 8, Summer, 9, Isabel, 10, Talia, 11, Sophie, 12, Lily. It's tough to take away 12, Alison, just from a coaching point of view, trying to get those good positions and those good setups ready. I think 10 is probably the magic number in my brain, but hey, what works for one doesn't always work for the other. So, and St. Mary's College, we've got 10 players in the captain role. Number 1, Charlie Mole. Number 2, you've got Sam Turner. Number 3, Chloe Wall. 4, Neve Long. 5, Sophie Hagen. 6, Aria Vidler. 7, Isla Bale. 8, Maddie Turner. 9, Molly Bain. And 10, Elsa Bird.
Thanks, Zach. I think we probably need to also mention one of our superstar coaches for the St. Mary's team is Emma Jane Smith in the middle. If you can see her, she's racked up her 15th year at QISSN this year, so we congratulate her on her achievement in that area too.
It is a pretty phenomenal achievement. 15 years. I don't think some people last 15 years in teaching, let alone going away every holidays in the June-July period. So we're underway here. St. Stephen's having that first centre pass.
Beautiful intercept there from Charlie.
Wonderful intercept.
She's been across at this games today.
Oh, and
crikey.
Just as quickly as they come, quickly they go. That was number 10 from St. Stephen's, Talia Crowther, with a lovely intercept there.
Oops.
Can they capitalise here? Wonderful.
Well
That's
done.
some great shooting straight away from St. Stephen's College. And we're off the mark here.
Okay, come on, girls. Oops.
It's a very different game watching the boys versus the girls, but I tell you what, the girls are just as physical, sometimes maybe even more. We love to see them getting involved safely, of course, but they are making sure they're putting their bodies on the line.
Bring that in.
Ball's still in.
Here's Sam.
And
Good
capitalise.
shooting.
Well done. Good teamwork there in the centre. A little bit of slippery fingers there from Isla Bale, but Sam Turner able to capitalise on that one. That brings it to 1-1.
Oop. Throwing themselves at the ball. I love it.
We love to see a bit of good, strong defence. Good pass into the centre there. Into the circle, sorry. And capitalising. Well done.
Great shooting.
Yeah,
from
very,
both
very good.
teams today.
Both teams trying to lock in some nice early points to get themselves into a good position. What we're finding is...
what a shame. A bit of a run there.
Yeah, a bit of footwork. We've found that those teams really locking in early, get themselves a nice...
Oh, nice work.
And St. Mary's gets the advantage on that play there. So
Good job,
hopefully they
Charlie.
can bring it back and capitalise on this opportunity. Sam Turner coming in, lovely pass in.
Nice stretch there.
And getting it done in the circle. Well done, Sam Turner for St. Mary's College. And brings it to 2 apiece. We're back even. Some good movement around the court now.
It's good there. I learnt why they have numbers on their legs today, Zach.
Why is that, Alison?
Apparently they're scouting kids today. So there's some people from, I don't know, all sorts of netball organisations who are looking at the kids and trying to recruit them. Is that about right?
Well, I'd say so. This is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, netball carnival for schools in Queensland. We're also lucky enough to have Tracy Bruce and Vicky Wilson even looking on some of the games. I had a chance to have a chat to Vicky earlier today, and I think she just loves the opportunity to come out and see all these young netballers.
Nearly.
Almost there. St. Stephen's looking for an opportunity to work their way into the circle. A nice pass in there to
Good
the
stretch.
goal shooter. And some lovely shooting there from St. Stephen's. They've really made sure that they're hitting all their marks. Looking for a nice open pass again. St. Mary's defense lacking a little bit here. They really need to make sure that they're closing off those opportunities and not giving them much. We sort of haven't seen many of those rebounds either. But there
we go.
There we go.
You asked for it, and there you got it.
There we go. I'm just putting it out into the universe.
Amazing. There were a couple of the St. Mary's girls who said that they were a bit nervous coming onto centre court today in this show court where the Firebirds normally play.
Yeah, I think that's fair too. I think there's a big difference playing on one of our side courts here, and then you step into the main stage, the Thunderdome of netball, and you got a lot of eyes on you. You've got the full camera. Yeah, some lovely shooting there. It certainly does amp up the pressure a little bit. Oh, that would have been a great opportunity, but good work from the GK from St. Stephen's. That is number 5, Maya Ferenc.
Oh, beautiful.
All right, see if we can capitalise the GA. It's lovely shooting there. St. Stephen's getting it done, and that brings their lead up to 5-3.
Okay, we need to rein that back in. Oh, yes. Hello.
Lovely work there. Molly Bain in the circle, getting it done. Some
Here
quick
we go.
passes.
Take your time.
What I'm saying is we're trying to move very quickly, but perhaps need to just take an extra breath.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Great capitalisation there. Sam Turner getting it done in the circle. This is St. Mary's opportunity here, really, to tie things back up. They want to make sure that they're making the most of every centre pass that they're getting. The last thing you want to do is to sort of lose that traction,
Oops. Okay, that was lucky that we got that one back.
Very, very, very lucky. But the girls are playing very, very well at the moment. I think across the board we're seeing some wonderful netball today, and we're only at day 1 at the moment. So as the competition heats up, great shooting there, Isla Bale, getting it done. I think we're seeing some wonderful netball. Our netball umpires too, I think, is worth a special shout out to them. It's a big carnival, 5 days of umpiring. So we say thank you to all of our QISSN umpires, whoever they come from, where they are coming from. It's a big job, and the games just simply wouldn't go without them. So thank you. And brings us...
What's happening there with the score, Zach? That doesn't look right.
Yeah, I think perhaps our score is maybe not up to date where it should be. There we go. Looks like we're evened up now. So we'll make the most of this opportunity.
Come on, Sam. Unreal.
Very good. But a good defense there from St. Stephen's. Really not giving her any breathing room.
They're certainly throwing themselves at the ball today.
Now, Alison and I have done a lot of talking, but we are joined by a third commentator today. What was your name, young fella? Angus. All right, Angus. What are you seeing here? Like, are you big on following netball, mate?
Yeah, just recently got into it.
Just recently. Very, very good.
Looks like a very quick game at the moment. Ball going a bit everywhere.
Yeah, it is a little bit sporadic. I think that's probably a fair analysis. It's a little bit of street netball, you know what I mean? There's a lot of body contact, but yeah, lovely shooting there. I think that both teams are sort of starting to find their rhythm now. I think St. Mary's now starting to get a bit of a sort of runway here.
Yep.
7-5. Now they've got that centre pass. They'll be wanting to definitely make sure that increase that deficit there for them, but to 8.
I'd love to know their stats, Zach. Do they put them up anywhere on the Connect app around shooting percentages and stuff? Because Isla's having a cracker.
Yeah, I think that's really a personal team choice. I know our coaches here at St. Mary's, they will be tracking that one and feeding that data back to the teams. But Netball Connect at the moment just tracking total goals, for and against, and then obviously winning points. Just for those watching at home, if you're not aware, for any team that wins by more than 5 points, they get an extra competition point to help them bump their way up the ladder. And then if they also lose by more than 5 points, they get less points in total. So there's a big push for hustling right to the end. It's every minute counts in QISSN netball. St. Mary's coming away now 3 points ahead, so they have extended that lead.
Yeah, we want to get to 5, don't we? Zach, do you want to give us a shout out to our sponsors, the kind people who have supported St. Mary's in getting here?
Yeah, we have some wonderful sponsors. Our major financial sponsor, unfortunately, some footwork there. St. Stephen's making the most
of it.
That's
all right.
Oh,
sorry, Zach, cut you off.
No, that's okay. Lovely tip in there. Our wonderful sponsors, Alarm Quip, GYG. We've got Mystic Views, Working Dogs, and Longstyle Construction. So big thank you to those financial sponsors who have contributed to our girls getting here and making it a bit more fee-friendly for our families. So some good work in the circle there. Number 5 for St. Stephen's. Maya Ferring.
Good touch.
Really trying to block out those shooters because they are on fire. And
good job.
Bang. Just like that, there's another one for St. Mary's who increased that lead back to 3. As you said, Alison, they will be wanting to get to 5. As we approach sort of the end of the first half, we can see that both teams really pushing to get possession and maintain it.
Now, I think you said, Zach, before that St. Mary's is currently sitting second.
That is correct.
After 2 games. What is this other team, St. Stephen's, sitting at? Do you know?
That's a great question. If I had my phone on me, I would probably check. Yeah, some wonderful passing there. Oh, that's a long pass, and it paid off for them. Great job. A bit of a Hail Mary pass there, so we'll see if they can capitalise. Worked out in their favour. Great work there from St. Stephen's. Some very, very smart movement. They saw the gap, and they made the most of it.
Okay.
Not giving our GA anything there. That WD, that is number 11 from St. Stephen's, Sophie Couch.
We've got a few Year 12s here on the team, Zach, too, that will be playing their last QISSN for us, but maybe we'll get them back in a coaching capacity or something in the future.
Let's hope so. I know a lot of schools who I could imagine there's a lot of coaches sitting in the benches at the moment with QISSN who probably played their own QISSN games a few years ago. I know we certainly have that luxury. Our assistant coach this year, Hayley Jackson, was our captain back in 2023, and they played their grand final on this very good, lovely intercept there. St. Stephen's WD, number 4, that is Phoebe Batchelor. Great set of hands there, and well done to make it work for them.
Okay.
Decrease that deficit back down to 2. St. Mary's staying on top, but they're having to work for it.
Don't know what happened there, Zach.
That's all right. Luckily, we don't have to know because we've got some wonderful umpires who are making it all work for us.
Yeah.
Good feed into the circle there. Isla right underneath the basket and makes it work for her. We've only got 10 seconds left. So I'm assuming St. Stephen's will want to really work their way into the circle there.
Oh, good
Charlie
job.
Mole. We've got 4 seconds. Can we make
Come
something
on.
work here?
Make it work. Make it work.
I don't think we'll get there in time. No dramas. Well done. That's a good, solid first half of netball. We've got St. Mary's up on 12. St. Stephen's finishing up on 9. Anybody's game at the moment. And we'll see how we turn out after this break.
You giving up, Angus?
No, I'm sorry, Carl.
Aquinas College leads the way 15-7 against Chanel College Glaston. We've got even Stevens on court 3, St. John's Bishop versus Clairvaux. It's both of them on 6. St. Joseph's versus Toowoomba Anglican. St. Joseph's in the lead 7-4. Mount Maria 15, St. Joseph's 1 on court 5. Court 6. Chanel College leading the way 9-4 against St. Eugene. Court 7, Lindsay Farn Anglican 8 versus Southern Cross Catholic 1. Remember, you can see all of this live online
All right, Zach, take it away.
Oh, well, looks
Half
like.
time.
What do you reckon? I mean, if you had to put your coaches' hats on, guys, what are you saying? If you're St. Mary's, what are you telling your team here?
Oh gosh, Zach, you obviously haven't taken me in today because I'm not really sporty, but certainly I want them to win. I'm pretty passionate about that today.
Yeah, I think for St. Mary's, they really just need to do what they've been doing well all day, and that is using the space. And shooters have been absolutely getting their shots in. Realistically, we're looking at 90% and higher. So if they can keep that up, that's where their strength is. I think for St. Stephen's, they've been really being aggressive on their defensive end and trying to get any tips and intercepts that they can get. I think if they can lean into that, that's probably a great example there. Just not giving them any breathing room. So if you, as we said before, quizzing netball a little bit different to your Saturday Arvo games that you might play for club. We're looking at if you win or lose by a certain amount, you get extra points. So they'll want teams to.
Now that's a rare miss from Sophie there.
That is. She has
really
been
rare.
Shooting on fire.
She's been excellent.
And 2 in a row is almost a unicorn for her. So looks like they might get another chance to do that. So this is
good job,
Sam Turner, making it work for her. So that's a good example, I think, of some good. Oh, what a great tip there! That was
a shame she didn't pull it in, but she's got some really wide reach there.
And I don't know if you'd believe it, but Elsa Bird there, who just got that tip, she's only year 9 at the moment. She has more height than I could ever dream of, unfortunately. So, but for her sake, that.
Oh, there we go again.
Another great example.
She's been in it the whole day.
The defensive end for St. Mary's, you've got Elsa Bird and Molly Bain really working the circle hard there, and they're making sure that they're not giving them anything, and it's just come up in dividends for them. So really, really solid effort. The coach definitely will have to be happy with that one.
Yeah. And we've got a lot of families here today from the St. Mary's community at Ipswich who are here to support the girls as well, and there's quite a number of staff I've seen roaming around as well, which is really, really nice for our community.
I think so. I think that's probably true across the board. We've got schools here that are coming from Gladstone, Roma, Charters Towers, all over Queensland, and it's pretty impressive showing when you can get a country town coming out to Metro Brisbane.
Oh, what a shame.
And we've kept it in. Looks like it's play on. That's great work from Charlie
well
Molman
done,
to
Molly.
keep it in. But unfortunately, St. Stephen's going to get the good end of that deal. So we've had a change up in the commentary box today. You've obviously got myself and Alison, and we've got a new commentator on the end there. Why don't you introduce yourself there, young fella?
Yeah, so my name's Callum, just a spectator from the Mary's school, so just here to watch. And
I hear, Callum, you know some of the girls playing today.
Yeah, I know a few of them, so the shooter, Sam Turner, so.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Where do you go
really strong.
And where do you go to school?
I go to school at Ipswich Grammar.
Ipswich Grammar, very good. Just up the road there from St. Mary's College.
Yeah, not far away.
And
there she shoots.
And just nearby, you've got St. Edmunds College. They're actually playing out at the Confro Rugby League today. I think they got up against in their game today. So wonderful to see.
Good job, Molly.
Another great example there of the strong defense show with St. Mary's. But again, St. Stephen's is coming out firing. They're going to want to get some points on the board here.
Yeah.
The 6-point deficit now is tough, but not impossible. And it's plays just like that they'll need. Bringing that deficit down to 5. They'll want to obviously get that win. But if not, they want to at least decrease that deficit as much as possible.
Great pass.
Fantastic pass and some solid hands from Sam Turner.
Yeah, really good.
She must have put some extra glue on those hands at halftime because that was not going anywhere. Big lob pass.
Oh, that's
Can we make it work?
Here we go.
It's still in. Oh, great job from Molly Bain. My goodness, I thought for sure that something was going to go wrong there. I tell you what, that is a great example of grit and determination and not letting that ball die. Again,
I do like how they just stop and pause and wait for someone to come out, break out behind them. before they pass the ball. Having said that, though, I've seen the huge amount of held ball across
goodness.
the games today that I've been watching.
Yes, well, Molly Baines actually playing. She's coming out of the second half, absolutely playing out of her skin.
Yep.
Making the St. Stephen's attackers and shooters really having to work for their money here. But again, St. Stephen's midcourt and defenders have been relentless in their defence.
Yeah.
All right, feed that ball into Sophie Hagan. And that's a rare miss again from Sophie. Imagine.
I think I put the mockers on her when I told the world that she was shooting so well today.
She has been shooting phenomenally, but I think perhaps coaches might have to. It's one of those tough things. You only get 12-minute halves. As a coach, it's a tough decision to make. Do you leave someone on and hope that it gets better, or do you make that change? And look, that's not for us to make, but we can always speculate from afar. I wouldn't want to put myself in that coach's shoes. So, tough decisions to be made all over the place.
Yeah.
St. Stephen's unable to capitalise on that one, and some good rebounding there from St. Mary's defence.
It's fantastic. And the girls have been playing together. They had, what do you call it when you try out? What's that called?
Oh, like a trial?
A trial, late last year and then again this year. So they've been actually preparing for this for 6 or 7 months, really, haven't they? In terms of fitness, they've been training twice a week, one specifically for fitness and gym work.
That's exactly right. Yeah, we do a fair bit of strength and conditioning out of St. Mary's, and it's when you come away from home and you're sleeping in a different bed and you're not used to your normal regular routine. We want to make sure that our athletes are prepped and ready, and that their bodies are prepped and ready. And then we also look into doing the mental health and well-being so that they can stay mentally ready. And I think that's probably true for a lot of teams. There's a lot of prep work that goes into QISSN. It's not just one of those carnivals that you can just step into the week before.
Pick close.
Yeah, wonderful shooting there from number 6 from St. Stephen's, Lily Chemelo. Great job.
But like you said, Zach,
wonderful intercepts.
It's a commitment of the students and their families to get to, training before or after school. But it's a big commitment from our staff too. So they're, across schools, they're all unpaid. They just do it out of the love of the game and seeing something good for the kids that play. So, we are always very grateful to the staff of the schools who, particularly at St. Mary's, I'm very grateful for the staff who put themselves forward and contribute in this way, because it's no small thing to step away from your families for a week to come and support your school students while your families are at home. So I am very appreciative of the staff.
That's right. And just for those listening at home, if you didn't catch it, Alison is actually the principal out at St. Mary's College Ipswich. So I don't know how often you see principals getting on the mic, but she is feet on the ground, hands on the mic. She's getting it done. Some wonderful return to form shooting for Sophie Hagan there, but St. Stephen's backing it up with a tit-for-tat shot, working their way.
Oh, great touch. Sorry, that was loud.
No, that's okay. The excitement is there, and we've stepped out, but that's okay. We're going to go again.
And there's been a lot of those little touches that have actually paid off for St. Mary's today across the 3 games that they've played.
Wonderful shooting there by St. Stephen's. That was number 8, Summer Daniels. That was a wonderful shot. Their deficit at the moment still at that 6, so they'll be trying to work hard. Going to feed into the circle here at the moment. They've got
nice
2 on 1. Can she make it happen? Yes, she can. Oh, well done. That again, number 8, Summer Daniels. She's gone 2 for 2 in the last little bit. Hopefully her captain and coach will lean into that.
Yep.
Couple passes, probably just going a little bit too high there. I think St. Mary's just need to take a bit of a breather.
Yeah,
and
be a bit more accurate.
I think, when you're up by 5 or 6, you've got time and you've got resources to sort of take a breather. Go, okay, how am I best using the space and best using my time? So we want to see, hopefully, just a bit of communication on the court.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And our goal shooter there from St. Stephen's getting it done. Number 6, that is Lily Chemelo. She's been shooting quite well today. St. Stephen's very lucky to have some solid shooters.
Good try.
Maddie Turner getting the fortunate call on that one. And Elsie Bird's going to take that in.
Now, I'm not actually sure where all of these recordings are going to, Zach, in the world, but QISSN is free, so you can come and park for free, and you can come in and watch any games you want to for free.
Exactly.
So, you know, if you want to come and see some amazing sport and some young athletes, then this is the place to be this week. St Mary's is playing tomorrow at 2 and at 4, but the games start at 7:30 in the morning.
That's exactly right. And just a very quick reminder to all those who are listening at home, QISSN will never ask for your payment details to listen to a live stream. It is all free and it's all here live at QISSN Arena. So get amongst it and don't fall for any of those scams or links. Make sure following along with the official QISSN netball page. That's where you're going to get all of the Reggie-Dig links and where you're going to get all of the official information. So make sure you're following along. Make sure you are also following your schools page. And if you're here, get amongst it. You can pop up some messages for the players, even pop up some photos. I know the girls love to see that throughout the day. A little bit of reminder, and especially if they're far from home. Lovely
Good
shot there from
shooting.
Sophie Hagen. Especially if they're away from home, if they're coming from Gladstone or Roma or Charters Towers. Nothing like getting a little message from home to say, hey, we see you, and you're doing a fantastic job. Lovely pass there by Charlie Mole over the defenders.
Charlie's just back to the centre,
And
isn't she,
this-
after each throw in.
This is the shooting that we needed to see from Sophie Hagen. A lovely return to form for her. So, fantastic.
And you know what I like, Zach,
Oh.
is the girls are just loving it. You know, you can see it in their faces. They're smiling, even though they're huffing and puffing. But they're really getting in and enjoying the games. And I've really enjoyed watching some other schools as well. Today, but. It's interesting when
that ball's gone in the bin.
the kids get a call that they don't like so much, they just shake it off and they're back, hands raised to say that they'll step out to the side. There's been some really nice sportspersonship
Yes.
shown and displayed today. The big interest for me, there's some of the boys' teams, holy moly, they can play netball.
Yeah, they certainly can. We were having a chat about that just before, and it's almost like a different brand of netball. We know it's the same game, same rules, same parameters, but it's just played in a very different way. It's very raw, very it's very fast, very athletic. So, not taking nothing away from the girls, like I said.
Where's
it's
that going?
Very different brand of netball. So,
Yeah.
St Mary's holding on to that 6-point lead there. They will be wanting to make sure that is held for the last 5 seconds or so. Bit of a late collision. It doesn't look like it's going to matter because they're going to come home with the chocolates.
Fantastic, 23-17.
We love to see it, and thank you for joining us in. Making sure you pop on down to QISSN Arena, come and get amongst the action. If not, jump on that live stream and support your team.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
And go St Mary's at Ipswich.